Hello. This video is to show the latest functionality in OneLake. Basically, now OneLake can read Iceberg table, and the way it works is once you do either you write like Iceberg in OneLake or you do shortcut to an Iceberg table in from, let's say, S3 or Azure Storage or Google Storage. With the Iceberg format, the OneLake will automatically translate it into Delta table. It's very important to understand that translation is just metadata translation. The data will stay the same. Metadata is just JSON and Avro. So it's like it's a small. Instead of showing an example with let's say Snowflake, I built this notebook where I write Iceberg using this local notebook and then show how OneLake will translate it to Delta table. Um, Iceberg has this nice little package called Iceberg, and as the name suggests, you can use Python just to write the Iceberg table. Iceberg in basically the biggest difference between Iceberg is Delta is that for Iceberg, if you want in order to write, you need a catalog. Luckily, just for convenience, we're using, like in this case, I'm using SQLite for that. Alternatively, you can use more mature catalog like with like REST API and all this stuff. But for this example, we're happy just to use SQLite. So yeah, it has already written calendar, blah blah blah. Yes, that's the. I'm using the. Let me refresh so you can see the. Yes, and you need to write Iceberg in the file section, not the manage table section. So I have written 1 to 5 table, and then just to show you that it works, I'm using this the SQL query with Daft. The reason I'm using Daft for reading Daft, it's a Python library. I like the way it's integrate with the catalog. You just register and then you just say read table, and this I like the log because it doesn't say Iceberg or just table. Because at the end of the day, it's only a table, and you get the result here. So to translate to Delta, what you have to do is you go to OneLake, and let's just refresh. Yeah, so you create a shortcut. So new shortcut. Here it's local. You select the source Iceberg, and you select the table you want. Next, let's keep the default. And that's it. Like magically, they appear as Delta table. The trick is, I'll show you here. When you click View Files, again, this is shortcut, so there is no copy of data. So the data is the same. It's the Parquet file. This metadata is from Iceberg, and OneLake using a tag behind the scene called xtable. it will generate this log and this conversion. And here it tell you that it will show you like the latest successful conversion, and it will generate this JSON. Yeah, personally, yeah, I don't know. Iceberg seems to like a lot of. I don't know why you need all this, but anyway, there is historical and technical reason for that. So okay, so we have our delta table. By the way, in terms of performance, because sometimes, as far as Power BI is concerned, like sometimes you read all those articles, like which is better and who won, and it's total nonsense. The only thing that matter, especially for Power BI engine, is the layout of the table, like the Parquet file. If you have bad Parquet, it doesn't matter if it's Delta or Iceberg or anything. So the most important thing is how well is your Parquet. So if you have small Parquet, that's not good. If you have Parquet with a very small row group, then it's not great. Anyway, let's go back to the notebook. Let's refresh. Okay, just to be sure that it's really working. Let's run it on Spark. And because it's SQL, that's the beauty of SQL. It should just works. Spark obviously has an advantage is that once the table showed here, automatically it's added to Iceberg context. Sorry, Spark context. All right, seems to be working. So Tasmania 37. Yep, and that's it. So what I really like is there is a bit of, I would say, a lot of complexity how it works, but the fact that they hide everything and it just works is I find it uh, fascinating. Anyway, I hope you like it and you learn something. I will share the notebook. All right. So thanks for listening. Bye.